My name is Dvorak, and I'm a student of Midwest Parajet. I fly a Parajet Maverick Sport with a Moster 185 two-blade prop. I've been interested in aviation all my life. I had aspirations when I was very young of being a fighter pilot. That didn't work out. However, I did become an Army Ranger, which means I went through jump school, became a paratrooper in 1982. So it's been nearly 40 years since I've been under a canopy. I've got to say, going through paramotor training here at Midwest Parajet brought back so many memories of jump school. All the camaraderie and all the fun stuff and all the just absolute excitement. Jumping out of an airplane does not in any way compare to flying a paramotor. Being able to run into the sky and fly like a bird just blows away every other experience I've ever had in my life. I can't imagine anything comparing to it. It's just an incredible experience, and the more I do it, the more I want to do it. I just can't get enough of it. Just like I think a paratrooper's line, if you say you're not nervous, I think in the beginning, sure, you're nervous about different things. You know there's some inherent risk, but you do all you can to alleviate the risk. And I mean, we've got the best instructors you could ask for with Scott Baxter and Steve Reed, and they're so thorough in everything that they do and the way they teach us, and having patience with us. Being 62 years old and not exactly in the best of shape, I struggled with some things. I really struggled with kiting in the beginning. My first 2 tow attempts, I bit it, I went in. Of my first 10 flights, I landed on my feet once, but 3 of my last 4. So I'm a slow learner, but I'm learning. Probably the most apprehensive is landing, getting used to the glide path and landing. You can't really put it into words. You just can't. There's no way to describe what it's like to be able to literally run into the air, like when you're a kid and you have dreams. So like so many of us dream about like running into the air. And I know many of us paramotor pilots and others dream about flying. And the first time you leave the earth and you feel yourself, your feet are off the ground and you're rising into the sky and the earth is dropping away below you, it is just, you're transformed forever. This is going to be an integral part of my life. Everybody involved, again, from the wonderful instructors we have, everybody involved that I have met so far are just helpful and kind, and it's just this community spirit. And I'm very much looking forward to going to my first fly-in to see what that's all about. It's like a way of life, and my journey is just beginning. I haven't been this excited about anything again in 40 years. So to be able to have that again in my life, I feel very privileged, and I thank my son for inspiring me to do this. And again, anybody who's into this will tell you, and if you go through it, you'll know, kiting is the heart of this. Learning to manage that wing on the ground. Many students, myself included, as you're getting ready to fly, we struggle with throttle management, with applying throttle, enough throttle, number one, and a smooth throttle. But that comes with a few flights, generally you get that. But the training was so much more involved, especially with kiting. Days and days of finally learning to master that wing was much more difficult than I expected. It has been much more pleasurable than I thought it would be. It's been a lot more fun. And again, there's the camaraderie of doing it with friends, people who become friends. And again, guided by Scott and Steve, it's been a terrific experience.